So they just updated the women's pound for pound ranking. They have Amanda Nunes at number 1, rightfully so. They have Weili Zhang at number 2, and Shevchenko now at 3. They used to be Shevchenko at 2 and Zhang at 3, but now they switched it where Zhang is number 2 now and Shevchenko is number 3. Now I think this is ridiculous. I think it doesn't make any sense because when you look at who Shevchenko is fighting, she's fighting whoever is the top ranked. You know, at number 1 you have Jessica Ai, fought her, finished her, dominant performance. Kaylin Chikugian, number 2, fought her, finished her, dominant performance. Now number 3, you have Joanne Calderwood, and she's fighting her in a quick turnaround after finishing Kaylin Chikugian. She's going to fight her, and she's definitely going to be huge favorite, probably biggest favorite on the card. Whatever card she's on, I believe it's UFC 251. And you're telling me she gets dropped in the rankings because Weili Zhang has a close fight with the number 5 ranked pound for pound fighter? When Shevchenko fought her and she had a dominant performance over her, this is Joanna Jędrzejczyk we're talking about, she somehow gets dropped in the rankings? Just because it was a recency bias and it was a good fight? It was a close fight. And you're telling me you jumped the person who had a dominant performance over her? Pound for pound, no matter where Valentina Shevchenko goes, in the women's divisions, she's going to be the favorite unless she's fighting Amanda Nunes. That's a fact. She can go 115, 125, 135, I believe even 145. She'll be the favorite unless she's fighting Amanda Nunes, who's the number 1 ranked pound for pound fighter. Look at John Jones, number 1 ranked pound for pound fighter. No matter what weight class he makes, he's going to be the favorite, whether it's heavyweight, 205, if he somehow, for whatever crazy reason, can somehow make 185, which I don't think he can, but just for talking purposes, right? If he were to make any of those weight classes, he's going to be the favorite. You know? Khabib is number 2, and any weight class within reason, he'll probably be the favorite. You know, maybe Kamaru Usman, I don't know about that, but just because Kamaru Usman is such a beast, and we don't know what the odds would be for that. But to drop Shevchenko because Weili Zhang had a good close fight with Joanna Jędrzejczyk makes no sense to me. Shevchenko's fighting whoever they put in front of her, quick turnarounds, dominating performances, and they've had common opponents. They've had a common opponent in Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Valentina handled her pretty easily. Zhang, it came down to the last round, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't make any sense to me. So let's do this. You match them up. Shevchenko, Weili Zhang. Who's the favorite in the fight? Does anybody think Zhang's going to go into that fight as the favorite? I don't. Doesn't make any sense to me. I had a last video on who the real winner of UFC 248 was, and I thought it was Shevchenko based on how the performances were and how she did against Joanna. But after seeing the rankings, you know, she might be the biggest loser of the night.